LeBron, and they cleared everything up. All that stuff that had gone on in the past is history. What are the expectations now with LeBron there?
Expectations are still the same. He went to Miami 4 years in a row, making it to the finals. A lot of people are not talking about this yet, but LeBron James and Kyrie Irving in the backcourt, 1 or 2 words, woo-wee or woo-wee.
I'm with you on that. Time now for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the center position.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
Here's Irving. Kendrick Perkins pulls it in.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Waiters no luck.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. The drive by Jackson. Blocked. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Here's Irving. Kicks it out to James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Good D by Love.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Irving kicks to Verjao. Back to Irving. Drew on the 14-footer. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Westbrook against Irving. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Verajao dishes to James. Pass to Irving. Jackson against Waiters. Takes it off the glass.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
So here's Westbrook. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Durant against Irving. Fires for 3. And that's collected by Love. Cavaliers leading. Kicks it to James. Irving drives in, and the shot is good.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now here's Westbrook. It's blocked. They get it back. Perkins with the bucket. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The drive by James. And Waiters kicks to LeBron. Outside Irving. The 3. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Durant. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and have made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
And Westbrook, here we go. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And it's Waiters at the elbow. Oh, look out. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Now here's Jackson. Westbrook with a screen for Jackson. Westbrook passes to Jackson. Here's Perkins. The rebound by Kevin Love. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Irving dishes to James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Perkins.
Well, we can talk all we want about LeBron's incredible skill level, and that would be a day-long conversation. But he quite simply could be the most incredible physical athlete that I've ever seen, certainly playing basketball. And you could maybe take that to any sport. Strength, size, speed, endurance, quickness. He's got it all, and he brings the mentality that the great ones have.
And Steve, with the NBA and the new motion tracking cameras, even at his size, LeBron still one of the fastest players in the NBA. On the court, they say he can exceed 20 miles an hour.
That's incredible. I mean, that's track star speed, and then you think about his upper body strength. You know, the size and the strength and the speed, it's a combination that it just doesn't exist anywhere else in basketball.
Well, Clark, if you were trying to craft in your imagination the ideal flawless basketball player, you'd have a hard time doing much better than LeBron James.
The 21st century version of the best video game player ever, and also happens to be the best real game player ever, too. I mean, one of them anyway. That's why Eric Spoelstra, the coach, called him 1 through 5, and that's a perfect way to describe LeBron James.
Thunder trailing by 3. It's Jackson with the drive. Feeds it to Perkins. Back to Jackson. Count it from 12. Jackson's got 5 now.
And for LeBron, has he reached his peak? He says he's still a relative newcomer to working down on the block, and that's one area he's continuing to improve, developing moves and then counter moves against post defense.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Waiters. On the wing, Irving. And Bergeron kicks to Irving. Back to James. Love with the screen on Durant. There's the dish to Love. Oh, good on the triple.
And for LeBron, he said he didn't enjoy posting up early in his career. His command on the low block has improved. He's got more comfortable with it. And I think now it's something that he really relishes.
Now here's James, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. James with the bucket.
That's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Irving attacking. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down on his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. Dishes it to Dellavedova. To the paint. Out to Miller. Here's Thompson. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And remember last season, a fan who ran out and the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggling with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
He's off on the first.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
And it's tied up with that one.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Warren, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You gotta like the defense, not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but a solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's a screen. Outside Collison. Here's Morrow, covered by Miller. Passes it to Morrow. Out to the wing. Here's Lamb. Money from the wing.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
1:56 left to play in the first. Dellavedova dishes to Irving. Irving double team. And Thompson kicks to Miller. 6 to shoot. Irving passes to Miller. Shoots from the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And the Thunder making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Lamb with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. Lamb dishes to Jones. Collison kicks to Morrow. Hands the 12-footer. Morrow's got his first 2 points. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back in the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Irving attacking. Thompson passes to Miller. Outside Irving. The tray. Good. Irving's got 9 points. And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Now here's Lamb. Collison with the screen for Lamb. He dishes it to Morrow. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Very well executed pick to give them all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Cavaliers leading by 3.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, I think, may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
There's a good screen. Now the feed to Jones. There's the 3. No good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland ahead, leading by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Thunder trailing by 6. On the court for Cleveland. Waiters at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. Jones dishes to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to hit him. LeBron with the block. He feeds it to Dellavedova. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team effort level.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Love with the screen for Waiters. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Durant kicks to Adams. Outside Jackson. Durant with the screen on Love. Jackson passes to Durant. Jones trying to get open. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Ron right side. The fadeaway. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And here comes LeBron. He's got 6. James left side. He kicks to Waiters. Thompson left side. Lets a floater go. Here's Love. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jackson dishes to Adams. Back to Jackson. The pass to Durant. Jones sets the pick for Durant. Shoots the 3. Durant with another miss.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
The jump hook. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead. And for the Thunder, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks. And that one's good. 10 points for LeBron.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
They set the pick. Durant kicks to Jackson. Back to Durant. Jackson passes to Lamb. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Durant. And Thompson sends it back.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Well, there is a reason they call it Loud City. Oklahoma City, voted by NBA GMs as having the best home court advantage in the NBA. The fans are on top of you and engaged from start to finish.
And the Thunder, moving to OKC 6 seasons ago, have really become part of the fabric of this community, whether it was assisting in the recovery from the big tornado to helping revitalize downtown. You see how a team can provide a rallying cry for an entire community.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins is checked in for Adams. Ibaka comes in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lamb. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. And so he hits both. And for these Oklahoma City fans, Clark, they've certainly had it good. A team that's made the playoffs in all but their first season. Superstar talent as well.
Yeah, you go back to that inaugural season, Kevin, in OKC, 23 wins. They've been a powerhouse ever since, and the fans now expect this team to not only contend, but to eventually bring home an NBA title.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6, and that one's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here's Dellavedova. And here is Waiters. Shoots off the screen, and the rejection by Ibaka. Jackson with it. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Westbrook. The drive by James. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Perkins. Tries it from the top of the key, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Perkins. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Waiters with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Dellavedova. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. And another miss by Cleveland.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Perkins dishes to Jackson. Westbrook with a screen for Jackson. From 10 feet out. A second chance effort. They get it back. Tries yet again. No good from Perkins. The Cavaliers leading by 3, and Waiters has it in the corner. Looking to end the drought. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Durant attacking. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Varejau's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Dellavedova. Guarded by Jackson. That's good. 6 points for Love.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, with Russell Westbrook, Clark missing time last season with his knee problems, Kevin Durant had to step up his game, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And Kevin, you know, he responded with a historic MVP season, a career high in scoring and assists, all while cutting his rate of turnovers and shooting with remarkable efficiency.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Irving's checked in. James kicks to Irving. Pass to Love. The kick out to Irving. Here's Verejao. The shot from the low post is good. Verejao's got his first basket.
Well, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I like the energy they're playing with here, Steve. I mean, a nice uptick in their second chance points.
That's good. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Oklahoma City.
And Durant last season with the longest streak of consecutive 30-point games in over a decade. He gets 12 in a row. And only stopped the streak because they were blowing out the Nets on the road in the fourth quarter, and they decided to rest him.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Cleveland also making some changes. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And Miller's subbed in for Waiters. Irving from long range. Shot's good. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
And you look at the incredible numbers for Durant last season. How about this? I mean, the first player since MJ, Michael Jordan, back in '92 to average over 30 points and 5 assists. Wow. While shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, you talk about historic seasons. That's some tall cotton to be hanging out in there.
Now LeBron, after Westbrook's missed three. Shot clock at 6. Irving kicks to Miller. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good, Irving. Now Westbrook, 8 points for him. Wide open. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. He's got 10. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Kicks it to Verejao. Feeds it to James. And the basket good. James has got 12 points in the game.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Here's Morrow. Outside Westbrook. Here's Ibaka. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Irving kicks to Miller. From deep. It's holding by Collison. Thunder trailing by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Ibaka outside. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. There's the 3. That's good. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And Westbrook, here we go. The 3 from Morrow. Good.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
And pushing it up here is Oklahoma City. Morrow leading the charge. Got it despite fading back a bit. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points for him. The dish to Miller. LeBron against Durant. James kicks to Miller. From deep three-point range, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Miller. 18 points for LeBron.
Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Yeah, he's got the defense completely spread out now. I mean, they have to honor him practically when he crosses half court.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there. The ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. He then went on to tell them he wants to use their fast break offense to its full effect, saying, we can run these guys into the ground. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime.
Thanks again, Doris.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
And again, it's Cleveland.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Thunder trailing by 9. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morrow, covered by Miller. Here's Morrow. And he gets it to go. Morrow's got 9 points.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Here's James. He's got 22. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Here's Marion. And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are...
The second half just about to get going here. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, what a remarkable half, the way he attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
Thunder trailing by 7.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. And, you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
And outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's James following the score by Serge Ibaka. And Waiters kicks to Varejao. Irving against Westbrook. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year. Only 14 road wins, so that's not going to cut it. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster, so we can assume things will be different. Clark on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, it's been said time and time again that this building is not only one of the loudest in the league, but it most approximates a college environment with the energy, and that's a huge help for the Thunder.
Both good from the line that time.
And it really is deafening talking about the volume of this OKC crowd when their team is rolling. Definitely has an impact on how they are able to win at home.
Ibaka with a screen on LeBron. And Durant, here we go. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
What a great play. Sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's James. Nice D from Durant. Well, the Thunder were able to dominate here last season. Clark, 34 home wins, which tied them for most out west.
And that was one off the league best of 35 home wins by my favorite franchise in the NBA, the Indiana Pacers. No team has ever had an easy time coming in here and escaping with the win against this Thunder squad.
Now here's Waiters. The drive by LeBron. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Irving. That one a little long. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Westbrook passes to Perkins. Now here is Irving. 16 points for him. James outside. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he gets it to go.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Westbrook with a screen for Jackson. And Westbrook, here we go. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. And stolen by Love. Outside Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And James gets it to go. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. He's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, when he has that basket in his sights, he will go right at it. Once he's in tight, he is a flawless finisher.
The Cavaliers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Free throw good, LeBron. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West, and I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. From 15 feet away, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Outside Jackson. To halt the run, and it's good on the way in. Jackson's got 11 points.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams, though. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder trailing by 14. Outside Durant. Dishes to Jackson. Shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. And Waiters has it in the corner. Back to James. Verajao with a screen on Jackson. Love kicks to Irving. No good on the 3. Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Westbrook passes to Jackson. The shot is off. Nice D from Verajao. Here's Waiters. Second chance shot, and it's lit up and in by Verajao. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Tell you what, does not matter what the score is. He's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
And he consider him a genius-level coach. Doris thanks. We'll see how he does. Here's Waiters, following the score by Oklahoma City. Good on the shot. Waiters got 6 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And the shot is good.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Verajao setting the pick for Irving. Passes to Waiters. Back to Irving. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Good D from Love. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Irving with a clean look. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Irving's got 20.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Jackson, a screen on Irving. Westbrook dishes to Jackson. A 3-ball, and the Thunder another 3.
Another good look there, and that's his second 3-pointer of the game.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
For the Thunder, Adams comes in for Perkins, and Anthony Morrow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. On a switch here also for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Verajao. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts. So he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man. Really good all-around guard.
Now James, after Westbrook's missed three. James kicks to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Shot off the screen. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. And that's now 8 points for Kevin Love. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's the screen. Westbrook passes to Adams. Back to Westbrook. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Westbrook's got 14.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
And that one's good. Love.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Adams. And here's Love. Outside Irving. The drive by James. Fires the three. Thunder with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down. Again, he did make 2 in the first half.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Sean Marion, he's checked in for Cleveland. Miller comes in for Irving. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lamb comes in for Kevin Durant. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. The second thing he talked about was working hard to get their shooters open. He wants them looking for those gaps on the perimeter and letting it fly whenever they find them. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Westbrook following the basket by Kevin Love. No good from Lamb. Miller outside. He dishes it to Waiters. Love with the screen on Westbrook. Marion kicks to Waiters. 4 on the clock. Here's Miller. It's holding by Collison. Collison's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Lamb. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Westbrook against Waiters. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. Marion dishes to Waiters. Marion passes to Miller. Miller right side. Love trying to break loose. Drops it in from 11 feet. Miller's got 11. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Down low. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Jones checked in for Anthony Morrow. 1:24 left to play in the third. The feed now to Marion. It's a pick by Love. Here's Waiters. And he gets it to go.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Well, Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, you know, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Kyrie Irving from Doris Burke. Doris, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. That's the end of his night for sure, and the timetable for his return to action could be a long one, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this does not sound good.
And he makes both free throws.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He was dismissed from the practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player, and he's very gifted.
Now here's Waiters. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb, and it's Miller penetrating, and Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second half for them, they have not taken good care of the ball. First half, they did a pretty nice job, but it's gotten away from them here a little bit.
Here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Left side, Westbrook. On the wing, Jones. The kick out to Westbrook. Launches a three, and good on the basket. Hook it. Westbrook's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top, up by 12. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Miller is out there with Dion Waiters, and it's Marion in at the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collison with a screen on Miller. Jackson kicks to Lamb. This one for 3. Jackson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Waiters with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. Waiters no luck. Now Jackson. Marion with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And Thompson kicks to Waiters. Stands the shot with nobody near him. Waiters got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Cavs. The Thunder shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Perkins kicks to Jones. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James is checked in. Perkins dishes to Collison. Back to Perkins. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Durant kicks to Jackson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Miller outside. James outside. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Waiters against Jackson, and he gets it to go. And it's 13 points for Dion Waiters.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Durant kicks to Jackson. Back to Durant. Outside Jackson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the Thunder with an athletic guard rotation between Russell Westbrook and Reggie Jackson. Jackson, of course, not the level of Westbrook, but he brings some similar things to the table as far as size, athleticism, scoring, and rebounding.
And Jackson, the former 24th pick overall, Clark back in 2011 out of BC, rounding into a quality NBA player and score 1 more for the Thunder's front office.
Well, Oklahoma City seems to like that athletic player with size, toughness, and athleticism, and you know what? Jackson fits that mold.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Miller, the pass to Verajao. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. He feeds it to LeBron. That's tipped. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Verajao setting the pick for James. Thompson with it, guarded now by Durant. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. They push it up, 4 on 3. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Perkins dishes to Ibaka. Again, the Thunder score.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Miller sets a screen for LeBron. Pulls up on the wing. That's good. James has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Durant just inside the line.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Miller outside. And it's Waiters atop the key. Verajao with a screen on Jackson. Waiters passes to James. Shot clock at 5. Miller kicks to LeBron. Perkins pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 9 and pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Durant's running.
Good game for Jackson. He has 20 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
First free throw is good.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. John Lucas is checked in for Miller. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out. Boy, this fourth quarter has been critical. The offense picking it up just when it looked like the game was getting away from them.
Yeah, they answered the 9-1-1. Now we've got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch.
And Verajao kicks to LeBron. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Lucas with it. James outside. Verajao setting the pick for James. Back to Lucas. Lets it go with the three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook dishes to Perkins. Raiders against Jackson. He kicks it to Westbrook. The wide open look for Durant. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Lucas with it. Westbrook picks him up. Raiders against Jackson. 6 to shoot. And they double up James. Back to Waiters. The 17-footer. Perkins pulls it in.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
It's LeBron with the drive. Verajao passes to James, and they double up James. And Thompson kicks to LeBron, and the shot is good. James has got 11 in the second half.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Jackson a screen on Lucas. For 3, Westbrook, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 24.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Here is Lucas. The pass to Verajao. Kicks to James. Jackson against Waiters. Back to LeBron. Clock at 4. And Durant with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oh!
Are you kidding me? It was a power punch right there. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Westbrook kicks to Perkins. Pass to Durant. A 15-footer, and again it's Oklahoma City.
You know, as soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Thompson a screen on Jackson. Lucas kicks to James. Shoots a fader, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
It's hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with him bailing them out with a big shot.
Steve, he's been fantastic, and that's the reason this game is coming down to the wire.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
A different look now for Cleveland. Loves check in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Marion in for John Lucas. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Marion against Perkins. A shot by Marion, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Jackson drives in. A wide open look here for Ibaka. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
Marion outside. Now Verajao inside. Stolen by Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Timeout called. Cleveland. They're ahead by 2. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Waiters dishes to James. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And Waiters kicks to Marion. Pass to James. Waiters on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Take a look at what Waiters has been doing. 13 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open team.
Of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trailed by 3. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Westbrook passes to Jackson. Here's Durant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Drops the first one. That brings them within 2. Durant hits them both.
Kevin Durant has been getting the dunk. He has 23 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
Waiters dishes to James. And they double up James. Here's Sarika. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Durant, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Waiters kicks to LeBron. And the Thunder pushing it up now to take the lead. Connects!
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up. A 4 for 4 shooting here in the fourth.
Here's Sarika.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
There's 37 seconds left in the game. Westbrook passes to Perkins for 3. Durant knocks down the trifecta.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 2. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left in the fourth. LeBron dishes to Marion. Back to LeBron. Cleveland moving it around. Fires from deep, and Durant sends it back. Just 5 to shoot. Waiters gets a wide-open look. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Outside Durant. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Shaking.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder. He put that lead pass in a perfect position for his teammate. The Thunder have not defended well against Love.
He has 9 rebounds, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook kicks to Durant. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 29 points for Kevin Durant.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
They've been strong on the board. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though. Gotta love this team's grit. After trailing early, they have fought all the way back here.
They could have gotten down on themselves when they were down earlier, but I like the fact they never gave up, guys.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Dion Waiters. LeBron's got 41. Oklahoma City shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. Feeds to Durant. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
The wide open look here for Marion. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Love with the screen on Durant. There's the dish to Love. They get the rebound. James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 41 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or 2.
And he can't get the first one. Doesn't get the second one. The Thunder leading by 3. We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending, deflected away.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Jackson passes to Durant. 6 to shoot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 37 points for Kevin Durant. Timeout called the Cavaliers. We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something, you're right. The wide open look here for Marion. On the 3 off target.
And he is still scoreless. It looks like he doesn't even want to be out there.
Jackson, that's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
James, no good. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 15-5 run here. Jackson kicks to Perkins. Dishes it to Westbrook. Passes it to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And Durant gets double teamed. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. There's the feed to Waiters. He dishes it to James. LeBron is doubled. Waiters passes to Love, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. James dishes to Waiters. Marion kicks to Waiters. From outside the arc, it's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from LeBron.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Marion against Westbrook. He feeds it to Durant. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And he's performing at such a high level. That's why they're in the lead right now.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their initial 9 shots here in overtime to fall. Shots good by Waiters.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Thunder have gotten off to about as good a start as you could hope for in OT. They've taken 8 shots and missed only 1. Right block shot. Westbrook, no good.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Yeah, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And it's Durant missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're trailing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've got 2 options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
And here's Verjao.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
Jones, no luck. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're leading by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's Perkins. And an intentional foul right there. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
Here's LeBron. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly, but can you describe or put a value